the Textile Association and Secretary General of Polyester Textile Apparel Industry. Hi, Mr. Vij. Thank you so much for joining us today. Very good morning. Let's start by talking about the GST rate cut. How much of the benefit do you think will actually flow into the customers versus staying with manufacturers and traders?
Good morning, Ram Ram. Madam, this GST reform, we were waiting since last 6 to 7 years, and we are thankful to the Honorable Prime Minister, State and Central Ministers, and along with GST Council team that they have come up with the GST reform in textile, because after agriculture, this textile gives the major employment. Now, I'll tell you how it is being benefit once, and the government has given some GST reforms. So I'll let you know how it will be benefit for the textile, the whole textile. In the textile, the textile garment, it starts from the garment. So earlier the garment up to 1,000 rupees per garment piece, it was 5%, and after the 1,000 rupees, it was 12%. And now the limit has increased from 1,000 to 2,500. Now suppose if I'll buy a shirt or t-shirt of 2,500 rupees, earlier I was paying around 300 rupees as a GST. Now I'll be paying only 125 rupees of GST. So this will be a very, very good. We will be saving 175 rupees on each product after this GST reforms. So it is very good for the common man fabric, because earlier the cotton, there was no duty was all 5%, but in man-made fiber, the duty was 18%, 12%, 5%. And it will be helping the common man, poor man and common man. They can buy more, they can save more, they can spend this 175 rupees there on their factory and other things. With this, the government units, which are the very, very small MSMEs are there, they will get the boost, and moreover, they will start registering their GST number. Earlier, they were thinking not to register, paying cash and buying the yarn. The second thing is there now comes to the government who gets the fabric from the weaver. Weaver earlier was getting yarn at 12%, and their fabric was at 5%. Now the yarn is also 5%, and their fabric is also 5%. So they have to they have to deposit on the value addition also. So lot of calculation. We were small MSMs. They were not able to keep more staff to keep all the records, first to deposit, then to take the refund. So this is a very ease for weaving unit also. Also, now comes the third stage, upward value stage, spinning industry. Earlier, the spinning industry was getting the fiber at 18%, and the yarn was 12%, and they were giving to the fabric at 5%. So now they will taking the fiber also at 5%, and the yarn is also 5%. So a lot of employment will be there, and right, the expansions will be there. As on today, the growth of textile was hardly 5 to 6%, right, and now we hope this expansions will be doubled.
Right, Mr. Vij. Hi, this is Ankita also joining in. Mr. Vij, we figured out how much of an impact or benefit the consumers will reap from it, and of course the various aspects of the textile industry as well. But give us a sense of how will the margins get benefited for your company and the textile industry in general? What is going to be the impact on the margins, if you can quantify and put a number to it?
So, as on today, the whole textile industry after agriculture is not having a much profit. On the EBITDA, if you see, the whole textile industry is 5 to 6 or 7%, not in double digit. Now, when the cost, the GST inversion has come, ease of doing business has come, the margins will also increase. That because India has 140 crore of the population, young population, and after roti kapda makan is there, kapda is very much necessary. Now when the demand will grow, our domestic demand will grow, and the import, the major advantage will be there. now the import of the fabric and garment will stop and the demand local will increase. So local people will expand more, will get more job, and same time when demand increases, then the EBITDA margin, profit also increases. So the poor persons will get cheaper fabric, and the manufacturers will get some of the advantage in the profit sharing also.
Right. So that's about the cost part and an overall demand perspective. But Mr. Vij, could this GST rate cut also revive demand in domestic apparel and textile markets, referring, especially to the segments, mass market and rural segments?
I'm just telling you that over 70 to 75% people are, poor man's and middlemen's are there. They will be much benefited with this lower GST on garment up to 2,500, then yarn, fabric, and the filaments also. Filaments also earlier were having 12%. The major advantage will go to the poor man and the middleman, because world over the growth is in the man-made fiber. Earlier in textile man-made fiber there was lot of inversion was there, and the cost of the fabric and garment was higher due to more GST. Now it has come down to 5%, so it will be benefit to the whole textile industry. Here I am just wanted to tell you, because we are getting the feedback right from garment till the upstream, because in cotton, yarn, fabric there was one GST rate, but in man-made fiber there was 18, 12, 5. So they are only they are telling me to
Right.
convey to the government that in future whenever they are, because the capital because the PTA MEG is 18%, which is the basic raw material of man-made fiber,
Right.
and then fiber is 5%. The capital cost will increase. Okay, we will get the refund, but when we'll put a more industry, we'll expand it,
Right.
then the more capital will be there. So that they want that the government in the next reform should also reverse that. And another thing for the
Point
small,
taken, Mr. Vij. We are completely timed out. Thank you so much for taking the time and joining us. It's not going to just benefit the end consumers, but also has simplified